So guys, I've been looking at the news in UK. It's, I don't know, you need to get rid of this government in any way you can, I think. I mean, last week they've decriminalised abortion up to birth, even wherever you do that, even if you do that at home. Or get some dodgy fella with a coat hanger. It is now decriminalised. And they've also done the assisted dying, allegedly assisted dying, the euthanasia bill, let's call it that. Then they used to have a saying, didn't they? That used to be from the cradle to the grave. Now it's before the cradle to the grave. So, yes, UK, how far you have fallen. Now, this is the lady in charge of killing children. And this is the lady in charge of killing old and disabled people. Who looks like death warmed up. Anyway, she looks like she's been dead a week. Now, there's a couple of things with this. Here in Switzerland we have assisted dying, right? Now, several things about that different from what they've done in UK. All of it. First, it's highly controlled. You have psychiatrists involved. The police are involved. There's a police investigation after it happens to make sure it wasn't murder, because you have to be able to do it yourself. Even if you're paralysed from neck down, they could do something that works by following your eyes, but you have to press the button and it's chemically done. You basically overdosed on drugs, right? Now, in UK, it was discussed and it had all these parameters where a judge had to sign it off and all this lot, and that seems to have all been kicked out the door. So there's no sort of safety backup on it. So I'm sure they'll be encouraging people to top themselves and, will they be pressing the button themselves? That's what I'm asking as well. But they'll be encouraging it, cancer treatment, that costs a few thousand a treatment, but to knock it off, it's only a couple of £100. That's the problem you've got, because NHS are always crying out for money, but they spend money on shite and treat anybody and everybody that walks into the country, which is not a very good thing to do, because that's why it's on its knees. It was a great system many years ago, maybe 40 or 50 years ago, but now it's completely wasted. It's just it's not fit for purpose, in my opinion. I've used both services. I've used it here, which is private. Everything's private, and the difference is phenomenal, right? And it's cost me less than me and I in UK did. So judge that for yourself. It's a business. They have to see people. They have to be good, and they have to be quick. That's the difference. NHS is like every socialist thing. There's no accountability. Nobody does the job good, because they're all guaranteed the money, guaranteed the pensions, and if they cock up, they'll cover it up. It's been proven plenty of times. As to killing babies, there's a certain group in the world that like to choose the sex of their babies, and there's a place on a dump in Pakistan where they found hundreds and hundreds of dead female babies. So I think that will be one problem with it. I understand that some of these women are vulnerable and who are pregnant and might need an abortion. They should get mental health help and be helped through it, and maybe these babies should be adopted. And these women should be helped. But killing viable children is not a way to do it, not in my mind. There are possibly reasons. There are reasons. Like if it were a case of mother's life through or the child, then you've got to choose, haven't you? For whatever reasons, if it's an health thing, right? But what blows my mind is, like, now you can kill old and disabled people. You can kill babies, because they are babies. There's lots of babies born premature which would survive. Even, I mean, children are born a week or 2 weeks early all the time. They survive, but then that child could be aborted in that 2-week period. You know what I mean? So who's to say that that child weren't born naturally and then just left to die? Is that murder? But if you can kill children and you can kill old people, why can't we have capital punishment for actual murderers, child abusers, child rapists? There's plenty of them about. Look how many go to jail. Look how many don't go to jail. Look how many get off with it and walking streets now. Why can't these people be executed if you can kill children and old people who've done nothing wrong? Look at this Ruda Cabana, prime. He shouldn't be breathing. He should be executed. So that would be my you know, that's my 2 penny. Some people deserve to die. Again, with the assisted death, I don't trust NHS. It's not what it used to be. I don't trust system anymore, because they said they were going to get judges involved. They said this were going to happen. They said that were going to happen. Now they pushed it through, and they discussed it for about, I don't know, 30 hours or something like that. They did 30 hours of it. You can't kill foxes. You can't kill badgers. They talked about fox hunting for 300 hours. Killing people. But then again, it'll save some money, won't it? You know. Well, Mr. Jones, you've got, it seems you've got cancer. We suggested we can knock you on the head. I mean, the cancer treatment will cost £13,000, but it'll only cost 200 quid to knock you on the head. And that's the problem. That's where we might be going. That's where UK might be going. The Swiss system, again. Do I agree with it totally? No, but it's properly done. You've got to have a judge, you've got to have the police involved, you've got to have all these psychiatric tests. It's got to be proved that it's not your relatives encouraging you to do it so you can take the house and the pot of gold or whatever. And there's a police investigation after it, you know. Whereas that's not going to happen in UK. It's going to be like, all right, then come and sit in this little box and we'll just switch the gas on or whatever. That's the problem that I see it. I thought I'd drop me 2 penneth on that, because I said, because we've got a system here. And again, I can't agree with killing kids like that. I mean, there's reasons. If it's really, really early term, I mean, UK is 24 weeks, which is a lot later than most places. But up to birth, and it's going to be abused. The other thing about that is that they'll go, oh, well, there's all these women being prosecuted. In 200 years, there's only been 4 women. Since 1800s, when that law came out, there's only been 4 women that I could find that have been prosecuted. One of them got a complete discharge. She was an asylum seeker. Apparently she couldn't seek medical help, apparently. But NHS, anybody walks in, that's why it's on its knees, because anybody walks in onto it. But she got a complete discharge. There's not much details on other 2, apart from one of them who had an affair, and she killed the baby because she didn't want her husband to find out that the child wasn't his. So she should be in jail. That was totally for selfish reasons. And that's what is going to allow to happen. If these women genuinely need help, then they should be able to get psychiatric help and back up, and maybe get the child adopted. They're telling us there's not enough people in the country. We haven't got enough children. We're not having enough children, but now they're allowing us to kill them. Let's import some more people some goat herders who know nothing, because they're not doctors or engineers, are they? Right, I'll shut up now. I'll leave it. I will say it is nice to be nice, but anyway, drop a comment in if you want.